time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most.
Hey guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim, and in today's video, as you saw, I took down my Christmas tree. That was the last of my Christmas to come down. I left my tree up for a little bit longer, and I took the rest of my Christmas decorations down, but the tree, I kept that up until January 6th, and I took it down on the 7th, so that's all packed away. Everything else is all packed away, so I figured what better time to start doing a deep cleaning of my house. You know, it's kind of hard when you have all the decorations up. It's kind of a pain to be sitting there moving everything and putting everything back. So now that everything's away, I'm going to start in the living room, and I'm going to start with my curtains because it has been a long, long time since I've washed these curtains. So I figured everything's out of the way. We're going to get this done. I'm going to concentrate on one room at a time. So I'm starting here in the living room, and I was supposed to do a declutter of my kitchen first, but some of the stuff that I wanted hasn't come in yet, so we're going to do that next. But into the laundry goes all of the curtains for now.
Everybody's business. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size. Not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down?
Okay, so the washer's going, doing its thing. So while that's happening, I'm going to move into cleaning off this window and the windowsill. As you saw, this is like the favorite place for the cat to hang out, and I mean, why wouldn't she? It's all nice and sunny and warm up there. But she does make a mess of the windowsill. So me as my helper today, you saw her help me take the curtains down too, because that is a two-person process. I always bend the curtain rod when I try and take them down myself. So I got Mia to help me out with this one. I'm going to get the window clean. She's going to work on the windowsill. And I don't know if you can pick it up here, but you can see like my window's kind of hazy on the bottom, and I don't know why this keeps happening to my window, but I need to call the guys who put that in so that I can get them to either replace the center part of the window. I know one time they had to replace the entire window for me, but for some reason this keeps happening and I don't know why. It's like in between the panes that it gets like this weird cloudiness, and then even sometimes these like little dots in it. So if anybody knows, I guess like kind of clue me in, because they say it's just that the seal broke on the double pane, but it has happened to like 3 or 4 windows now at this point, and we've only had this window up for maybe 10, at the most 15 years. So I should say, we had the window, a brand new window installed about that long ago. But this particular window, I think this window is only like 6 or 7 years old. So
2 a.m. in the morning, I'm in my story smoking, catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me.
now I'm going to go through and just vacuum off the chairs here. And I decided today I wanted to do my steam vac, and I was going to steam vac my rug and then also the chairs. But I know we were getting some rain, and I don't know, I put these crazy rules that, oh, you really shouldn't use the the shampooer if it's going to rain. I don't know why I put this rule on myself, but it seems like it takes so long to dry if you don't have like a warm day where you can like open up your windows and try and dry everything out. I don't know. It's just silly, and can I just say, I don't know how many times I vacuumed this rug today, so it would have been a perfect day to bring out the shampooer, but I didn't do that today. That's going to be for another day. However, I am going to show you what I used to get this one chair kind of back in shape, because with the cat, she was using it as her scratching post, and yeah, I wasn't very happy about that. So I have all this other stuff that she can scratch on, but she decided to use my chair. The back of the chair is like, I don't think there's any hope for that, but at least the front part of the chair here, where it's just got kind of little pills and pulls on it, I can get that at least looking halfway decent. So what I'm using here is just a fabric shaver, and I think I've shown this in previous videos. I've used it on some of my sweaters, a couple shirts, a pair of my son's socks that he was wearing for work, and I just went through and got anything that was loose I cut off, like anything that was in strings that I could, like underneath here it was just all strings. So I just took my fabric scissors and did a little cut, and then I did a little shave of any pieces that were still kind of pulled but not pulled all the way through. I will say it didn't do 100%, but it looks a lot better than it did. So I am happy with that. And now, because I forgot to do it while I had the attachment out, I'm just going to go through and get like kind of under the cushion. These particular chairs don't have removable cushions, so I just kind of have to get the crevice machine and get between everything and try and get any kind of crumbs. And I didn't want to put my hand down there to see, but I think there were a lot of crumbs. So we're getting those vacuumed up. And then I'll vacuum the rug for, I think this was the third time at this point. Now I'm just doing a quick dusting of the curtain rod that was up there. The globes, I was trying to take them apart, but they don't come apart because they did get a little dust inside, but that's okay. We have them all dusted off and they're ready to go for when the curtains are done. They're not done quite yet. We have to just switch them from the washer to the dryer, but they're kind of thin, so it won't take too long. And through the magic of editing, they're all done. Like I said, it wasn't too long. I think it was only like 30 or 40 minutes and they were all finished up. So we're going to get the curtains back up onto the window. Now, here is one thing I will say, and Mia and I did agree on this. I kind of liked the window without the curtains. I think it just made it look a lot bigger in the living room. So I think what I'm going to do is try and find something. I definitely need something up there. I can't have it just completely open, but if I can find some kind of a blind in there. The thing is that it is a huge window. I think the last time I measured it, it measures it like 178 inches. So any blinds that I look for just in your big box stores, like I've checked over in Home Depot, are super expensive and they're not quite what I want. I would want something that would go inside, and I think I would have to break it down to like the 3 separate windows, do one large one in the center and then 2 smaller ones on the side. But I'm going to have to look into that because I really did like this window just being open without the curtains on it. Here I'm just trying to find the curtain that is the worst. I do have one of the curtains that the cat did get a hold of and did put a big tear in it. So just kind of weeding that out because just didn't look nice up there. So I figured I'll just, as I have everything down, I'm just going to toss that. But putting the curtains back up because I do need something up there. Like I said, I don't feel comfortable with it being completely open. Plus, during the day, if you want to watch anything on the television, you can't see it because the sun just comes right in that window. And that's why I have the darker gray curtain, because they're a blackout curtain.
I can't tell what's wrong or right. Should I go without saying goodbye? All I know is I need to be somewhere else to set me free. I don't know what to do now. Need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I hope the wind will carry me.
I had to show this because this is the only spot in my house where I can ever get vacuum lines. This is the little cat tower, and it's the only thing that has that kind of, I guess, texture to it that I can get a vacuum line. So that's my vacuum lines. It's the only place I can get them. And then here's all the curtains, all nice and clean. I am going to include a really quick and easy dinner that I'm going to put in here next. So we're doing naan bread pizzas for dinner tonight, and I just pick up this package of naan bread at Sam's Club, and I think there's about 10 of them in there, and I'll keep them in the freezer, bring them out, for our pizzas and stuff like that. We just like them toasted too, honestly. Like, you just kind of tear it apart, put it in the toaster for a little bit and chomp on it. But I put them in the oven with a little tiny bit of olive oil sprayed on them for 5 minutes, kind of just to crisp it up a little bit. I find that if you put the pizza right on there and put it in the oven, it gets a little soggy from the sauce. So letting them go for 5 minutes. While that's going, I'm going to start on the salad, which literally is just a spring mix. I'm going to cut up some cucumber to put in there. I didn't have tomatoes this night, so we're going no tomato, but we will do croutons and a little bit of Parmesan cheese in the salad. And I'm also going to show you a real quick salad dressing that I like to make from scratch as well. That's really easy. Just 4 ingredients if you include a little spice that you want to put in there. And like I've said, when you cut stuff on an angle, it just looks fancier. So I'm going to cut the cucumber on a slight angle just to be fancy. Okay, so we're going to have to move the salad to the side. It's almost done. It's pretty much just putting the cheese on it because the oven did beep, and now we're just going to build the pizzas. We use the Don Pompeo sauce. It is such a good sauce. Like, I've tried other pizza sauces, and this seems to be our favorite. So we're just going to put a little bit of the pizza sauce on the bottom. Then we're going to put the mozzarella cheese. Nick and I, we like our cheese kind of spread out all over the pizza, whereas Mia likes little dollops of the mozzarella, which is kind of cool because, you can kind of make it however you want it. But for a weeknight dinner, this whole thing took me about 20 minutes from start to finish. Once you get all of the cheese on top, I'm sprinkling a little bit of pepper on top, and I'm going to pop it back in the oven for about 7 minutes.
I just need you to know that I want you close, closer than before. I know that we've been through a lot, now we're hiding in the crowd. I'll be whatever you want me to be, you know I'm on your side. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you.
So here's the basics of the salad dressing. It's just pretty much a red wine vinaigrette. You're going to use honey, extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar, and then any spice that you would like. this night I used Italian spice, and you're going to see in just a few minutes why the next project really needs to be going through my kitchen cabinets, because it took me so long just to find my Italian spice. So as far as measurements, I've said before, I kind of just eyeball everything, or I heard one of the YouTubers refer to it as measure with your heart, because I really don't do measurements of stuff. But I will say, I think it's about, I used 2 tablespoons of honey, about 1/4 cup of the red wine vinegar, and 1/2 cup of the olive oil. And then I just did a little bit of salt and pepper and sprinkled in some of the Italian seasoning. This would probably be really good too if you did, there's like a herb de Provence seasoning that's really good. I use that a lot on chicken. And then if you wanted something a little spicy, like maybe some red hot chili flakes in there could be good. But yeah, I finally found the Italian seasons, so we're gonna put that in today.
But I want you close, ooh, ooh, closer than before, and no one knows, ooh, ooh, that I want you close.
So there you have it. That was the quick and easy dinner idea for tonight. Everything was already in the pantry, so that was good. But now that dinner's done, I need to just move on to the last thing that I wanted to do, which was get all of the pillows washed as well. I tend to procrastinate a lot with this one, and you'll see why. These pillows just have feathers all over the place, so you know I will be vacuuming again.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that
I think it might just be time to invest in some new pillows. As much as I love these and the way that they look, because, you know, you can do the chop and everything, which I don't know. I've heard that the chop is out. Like, it's more of a relaxed look instead of that tailored chop look. So maybe it is time to ditch these. I did find some pillows at Sam's Club. They're really nice. They don't have the feather insert, so it won't be poking through. However, they only have 3 colors. It's the dark gray, because I did buy a set and they're on the sofa now. So it's the dark gray. They have a real pretty blue. It's like a sapphire, like a jeweled colored blue. And then they have a real nice, like mossy green. So I would go with the blue and the gray. I think I am going to have to go back and grab some more of those, because it was a really good price too. They were like, I think $16 for 2 pillows, which is really good. I don't even think you can get that kind of a deal at like Ross or Marshall's or anything. So I'll definitely go back and grab those up.
that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when
Alright guys, at this point I was so done. I was over vacuuming. I put the vacuum away because I can't believe I vacuumed my rug 4 times in one day. Like, I should have just, no, you know what? No, we're not gonna, it's done. It's all done. Now I'm just gonna go through and kind of just straighten everything up, fluff the pillows, put the blankets where they belong, and leave everything else for tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that red subscribe button, hit a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
I